He's had all sorts of injury problems this year. Such a shame that we didn't get to see him at his best at the Olympic Games, and not again here tonight. So sad that that's his exit from the competition. Still at fairly early stages, of course. Duplantis, Kendricks back here, the two Americans as well, Nilsen and Lightfoot.
Yeah, the top 6 in the world indeed are here. No Thiago Braz, the bronze medalist in Tokyo, but on the world rankings, they're all here. And here is the Olympic champion, world record holder, Mondo Duplantis, popping over his opening height. But at the second effort, 5 meters 62, failed the first time. Still only 21, of course. Silver medalist in the World Championships to Sam Kendricks 2 years ago, but a class apart, winning in Tokyo with 6:02. He has the world records indoors and out, both set last year in February and September respectively, and he just keeps on producing these astonishing vaults. I mean, he's over that by a massive margin, 5:62 in Tokyo. Here he goes, third and final attempt at 5:62 for Lightfoot. Oh no. No, he had the height, but straight up and straight down, and on the down leg came through the bar. He's a 5:85 vaulter. Used that at Eugene at the US Olympic trials, where he finished in second place. But the USA have got this production line of great vaulters. He's up against a strong field here as Casey Lightfoot, ranked 8th in the world, but he will be a little bit frustrated. That's a best height of 5:52.
His teammate Casey Lightfoot already out in the pole vault. Actually, they're both from Kansas. I think their families were actually watching the games together. And Nilsen, he's a real character. He's had a bit of an up and down journey to get this level in the sport. He said it's almost been a series of accidents. How he came to be a pole vaulter. Started out as a bit of a high jumper, didn't quite know what he wanted to do, and then had a go at the pole vault. And look where he is now. Olympic medalist, and going well here tonight, putting a little bit of pressure on Kendricks and indeed Duplantis. More of him in a second. We'll catch up with what Duplantis has been up to, but Nilsen going clear at 5:82, and he's had first-time clearances all the way through so far. Not been the...
And Steve, Nilsen very positive all the time. Comes in his competitions with a smile. Set a personal best for that silver in Tokyo. Thompson Herra going in that 100, Steve, and of course so close to the world record in Prefontaine on Saturday over 100 meters. What did you do here tonight? Let's hope the wind is strong but legal.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's hovering around that 2 meter mark. Well, I mentioned that at 5:62 he took 2 attempts. Is this now 5:82? Well, let's put it this way. He was high enough to go over the bar. Just coming down on the bar, a little shake of the head. He'll make an adjustment, I'm pretty sure, here. That wind that we keep talking about, that top bend, it's almost coming off his left shoulder quite strongly. And that can affect just on the run-up. So first, a failure. His first attempt, 5:82.
Don't think there's much doubt, is there, that the height is there for Mondo Duplantis. See now Timur Morganov, second attempt for him at 5:82. European Championship silver medalist back in 2018, the Russian. No, couldn't get that one right either. Wasn't amongst the Russians lucky enough to get a ticket to Tokyo. He's a 6 meter vaulter. That was at those European Championships back in 2018 in Berlin, but Morganov there, second time failure. Cleared 5:72 at the second time of asking. He has cleared 5:90 this year, and actually I think he's got the height there, but again, a bit like Duplantis, just not the penetration across the line of the bar.
Yeah, I think he's a real talent, Tim. When you watch his career, he hasn't had as many chances to compete because of the restrictions placed on the Russian athletes, but he is one of those now. ANA athlete who's allowed to compete, but you're right, they only were allowed 10 at the Olympic Games. But he's definitely got the chance to mix it with the best guys, including Kendricks, for whom the Olympics was such a disappointment. A late positive test for COVID while he was in Tokyo meant he couldn't compete. Americans couldn't replace him either, it was too late. But as ever, he took it all in his stride, although I think for the first time that I've seen, some of the statements and posts from Kendricks had a little bit of an air of frustration, let's put it at that, because he's normally such a positive character.
Well, I've chatted to him this afternoon, Steve, bumped into him in the hotel lobby, and I said, Sam, I couldn't believe how calm you were. He did an interview once he'd been quarantined in his room, and he sounded very, very calm and philosophical. He said, well, don't let him see you sweat, Tim. And I think he was saying he was as frustrated as anybody else, but he just gave a very good impression of somebody who was calm and taking it on the chin. But that's a great clearance from Kendricks. Their second unclearance at 5.82. Only the second man clear. Chris Nilsen, his teammate, has the initiative without a failure yet, up to and including this height. And Duplantis will be next to go. His second attempt, I've got a sneaking feeling he might make it. So there's plenty more life in this contest.
Well, yes, only 4 men left.
At 5.82 for the Olympic champion. Oh, no. That for Duplantis is a real shock, a real turn-up. Not right here tonight. Passed at 5.72, a height that Chris Nilsen and Sam Kendricks both popped over first time. Duplantis here tonight will finish no better than 4th. It's been a long, long time, Steve. We'll have to go back to the books to see when he last finished outside the first 3 in a pole vault competition. I suspect it's over 3 years ago.
And it's more frustrating for him than for us watching him, with the fans and everything. The height is there, we were just saying, just in terms of that, getting the high point over the bar, all to do with run-up, penetration, when that's something which he's done 1,000 times, more than 1,000 times, of course he has, but couldn't quite get the adjustment right. And, well, it's not often you see the guys go over and say, tough luck, mate, never mind. Chance here to put himself in the lead here. Nobody yet clear. We've just seen Duplantis go out at the previous height of 5.82, so 5.92 now. You can see his card there. It took 2 attempts to get over 5.82, Kendricks. Nilsen maybe just checking what the situation is in terms of well, he's watching the clock as well, Kendricks. Been a little while. Nilsen watching on. Can Kendricks put the pressure on here? Duplantis and Morganov not going clear. Morganov, as Tim was saying, finishing ahead of Duplantis on countback for a 3rd place. Now it's between these last 2. Kendricks, 3rd attempt, 5.92. No. Really tricky conditions tonight. Now, on countback, and I think that's maybe what Nilsen was checking, because Sam had 2 attempts at 5.82, it means Nilsen will win this. He does have the chance, the opportunity to go on if he wants to. But that's it for Kendricks. So Kendricks will finish in 2nd place in the pole vault. Not really close on that occasion.
That's a long word, Steve.
Thanks.
Yeah, 3rd and final attempt at 5.92 for Chris Nilsen. No, not to be. It's the first height at which he's come up against a challenge, Chris Nilsen. It's been a great night for him. And like McDermott, he just enjoys himself. He smiles all the time. What a great contest it's been. He's taken some big, big names, left them in his wake here tonight. Duplantis, the world record holder, suffering a rare, rare defeat, with only a 2nd time clearance to show at 5.62 as his best of the night. Chris Nilsen there, 1st time clearances all the way through, 5.72 and 5.82. And Sam Kendricks has had his 3 failures at this height as well, but Nilsen victorious. There's the card Kendricks and Nilsen separated 1-2 for the USA. Morganov is solid third, isolated there ahead of Duplantis. And Renaud Lavillenie tonight really out of sorts with 5:32.